we've been recently dealing with a guy who's just been, he pretends to be multiple people. He slips into our DMs offering money to follow him. Other people we've worked with into their DMs trying to get us to follow him. He like offers money to everybody. Like, so.
I've had a fan like that.
Yeah.
And it was super creepy. I'm your host, Cookie, here with
Hulk.
And Isa.
From Hulk and Isa. So excited to do this interview. Y'all, we've been friends for so long. Little background on how we met. We actually met through a mutual friend, cheerleader Kate. She introduced us, said that you guys had just moved to San Diego and that you guys were looking for friends in the area. Just happened to also be in the industry.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked out.
Yes. We've been friends for like 4.5 years.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
Totally forgot about that.
Time flies.
Time seriously flies. And honestly, it was just such great timing because I feel like both of us were like fairly new into the space.
Yeah.
And so what I really loved about our friendship was how much we were just willing to just give each other tips. What's working for you? What's working for us? And we would have these little like powwows, hangout, strategy sessions. And I feel like we actually did that for a long time before you and I even collabed or did anything.
Yeah, we took our time, I think, getting into it because we were really like looking for like friends in San Diego because we were so new and not a lot of people. I didn't know anyone. I was like, how do I go to a gym? And I'm like, hi, I do porn. You want to be my friend?
Yeah. It is hard. It is definitely hard making friends in the general population. So I definitely like that. And then I remember when you had come over, was it our oil scene that we did, the massage one we did first?
Yeah. I remember there was a bathtub one that we did.
And then there was like a massage one.
Yeah,
I think it was
so
one. There was we've done so many.
Yeah, I think it was one of those two was the first one. And I just remember you came over and I was like, okay, we're crossing these boundaries together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. And I was like a little nervous. And then today I woke up and I was like, oh, we're crossing more boundaries because here we are. We're going to do a couples collab after this. Yesterday in the car, I was with Cookie Daddy and I was like, we're going to see Hulk naked. I've never seen him naked. And then he's like, yeah, and more things are going to happen. And I was like, oh yeah. Oh, this will be interesting.
This will be very interesting.
But also exciting.
Yeah.
It's a long time coming.
Yes. Yeah. And I feel like what's great is we've just established such a great friendship dynamic together that really makes this feel very safe and comfortable.
Yeah, I was going to say the comfortability level is there. Like we all trust each other very much. So I think it's just gonna flow really easily.
And it's gonna be hot. Okay, so let's get into you guys and how you guys met. So you guys are the love-struck romance that took Reddit by storm.
Yeah.
So walk me through a little bit of that.
So I had started out, we were both single doing our own thing. So I started out posting on Reddit, posting on Gone Wild, just kind of like getting my name out there. And then I get a DM in the chats that says, sup. I was like, sup? And I go quick and I'm like, oh my God, this is a real person. And I start scrolling and there's nudes on there and I'm like, literally, I kid you not, I was in my bed scrolling. My jaw was like getting sore because I was just like,
hot.
I was like, there's no way. What made you
slide in the DMs?
Well, I mean, to preface it, the only reason I was on Reddit in the first place is because I had a retail job forever and I was looking for something new and I started to take off on Reddit, which was really surprising to me. So when I messaged you, you popped up and I could tell your account was new. It said like maybe like less than like a week old.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And I saw that you were posting on Gone Wild, so that like instantly told me that you're trying to get your account to be to a place
substantial
where
size.
Yeah, exactly. So I figured the simpler the better. My profile could speak for itself. And,
exactly. Yeah.
So what made you get into Reddit?
Yeah, it was like I said, I was working at Trader Joe's for like forever, and I was tired of it. I was trying to get into management, and just don't really have the personality for it, I guess. So I just started to post nudes on the internet instead.
And tried to, and what was like your end goal, like for what you were?
Well, I was working out like crazy at the time, and like believe it or not, like I haven't worked out in like 6 years. So like that's one of like the benefits of me is that like I still have a physique that like matches porn. So at that time, I was working out like crazy. I knew I had a good body, and I knew I had a good. So I bleep that out. So I've had a lot of confidence posting myself online. It took off. When I met her, I had like 40,000 karma on Reddit.
Wow.
Yeah, and then just her
Took
and
off
I.
from there.
Yeah, her and I just started to kind of like put content together. Yeah.
It was pretty funny though, because when he messaged me, because I literally was so new, I was just kind of dipping my toes. I was a faceless creator, so it was just
Classic.
Forgot about
Classic.
I was just the body.
Been a long 5 years.
And, and so we were chatting, and it's so new to me. And he was like, "Hey, can you like just send like a face verification and on Imager?" And I was like, "What is?" I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
How do I do that? How do I upload it? I took the photos. What do I do? So he talked me through it, and then he saw the photos. He's like, "Oh, you're actually cute." I was like, "Cool." Face matches the body.
Yeah, love that. No catfish going on.
Yeah.
Love that. So what was kind of like maybe your first impression, I'm curious, two Redditors, right? I guess that's the right term. Two Redditors meet on the internet. Was there any, because her account was so new, were you ever worried that like maybe she could potentially be using you or anything? Like, did you have any thoughts like that?
We had so much time talking that that we actually developed a relationship through the phone. And like, you know, we did a lot of FaceTiming. It was just like one of those, like, you know, I'm in my 30s, but it was like one of those childhood like romances where you're like always on the phone, always FaceTiming. Literally, we were falling asleep on the phone with each other. You know what I mean? Because like we were just always talking to each other.
It was hard with the time difference too, because I was living in Kentucky and he was in California, so it'd be like 10 o'clock his time, but it's like I'm literally like falling asleep on the phone, like I gotta go to bed. Look, and like we've been on the phone for like 6 hours, like literally just constantly on the phone talking.
And when that eventually led to that eventual meetup, you know, there were some butterflies, but that first night was crazy. We got down.
we got down.
I couldn't pee for 3 days. I was so like just swollen because I'd never been with a guy that big before.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of pent up energy. And then,
Yes, a lot of sexting, a lot of phone sex.
Just like hot, heavy romance from the get-go.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then, you know, we take it to the internet. We're like, so we met on Reddit. Nobody believes us. Every time we post that on Reddit, every time we like, you know, make an announcement like that's the case, nobody believes us.
It's really annoying.
Because it's probably super rare
Yeah.
that two Redditors found each other on Reddit.
Yeah, that's like a Redditor's dream.
Yeah.
Seriously, it is.
Which is so funny because I feel like there are so many individuals that post, and it's like, well, if you just tried, it could happen, but you have to like be willing and in a space where you're wanting that, like actually wanting it. Right. And that's kind of why I was asking, like, did you have any like reserves of like, oh, maybe this girl is just trying to like get clout or something like that because your account was so much bigger and you were new or something like that.
I see what you're saying. No, I never thought about it like that. Yeah, no, it was all so new to me. It was so alien. I didn't actually recognize how well I was doing. Now when I look at Reddit and I see other people doing, you know, single males, and I understand now that I was like blowing up.
And I
was ignorant to the fact of
I didn't know anything about karma or anything. I did see that he had karma and like actual photos of his face. So I was like, this is an actual person like just posting themselves. So I was just, in my mind, I wasn't even thinking about starting the OnlyFans yet. It was just like I found someone that was super like-minded. That initial attraction was there, and you just started talking.
Built that foundation and then grew from there.
Honestly, one of the biggest benefits to our relationship and our career is the fact that we didn't start an OnlyFans right away. We got together, we moved in with each other, and then we just started posting on Reddit, like just our content for free for like a year. And finally we dropped that OnlyFans, and our percentage just went from like instantly it was like 2%, and then like the next week it was like lower than 1%. We're like, okay, this is like a real thing.
It's taking off.
And
for everybody out there, OnlyFans gets ranked internally by percentages based off of your earnings, just to add a little context there. So that's super interesting. And I love that you guys set the foundation. You guys were like, let's just hold this space for Reddit because this is where we kind of grew in our relationship and build that following. And then when it makes sense, pull it into like more long form explicit relationship building content.
totally.
Love that. So that is a great segue for the next point. So as your guys' relationship has kind of grown and expanded, what is your guys' relationship style now? And what are those boundaries?
Wow. It's dramatically shifted within the last few months because, you know, she started doing mainstream porn. And that was, you know, it takes a different kind of man to be able to like say, you know, Go have fun.
Have a good day at work.
With another man, and then tomorrow with another man, and then the next day with another man. You know, I'm not gonna lie, like that first month was an adjustment.
Yeah, definitely an adjustment.
Yeah. But, you know, I very luckily, and I was able to go do a pro scene with her for Mofos.
Yes.
Shout out to Mofos, because they're one of the best companies out there. Thank you.
Yeah. Love the Mofos brand.
They really helped me out get my name out there. So I was able to see like the behind the scenes and realize that it's just like super professional. All these dudes are just trying to go home.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I totally get that. They're like, all right, wrap it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, they liked us because we were professional. We got it done, and everybody went home.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say then you guys are monogamous other than work?
Yeah, so we're still monogamous. We don't do any of like, we're not in the lifestyle. It's just what we do for work, and we had a slow build into it. So like, obviously, like I've been doing this for 5 years. So I started off once we created the OnlyFans doing just solo stuff, and then we brought you into it, and we did that for a while, and then I went and did my first girl, and that was like a year after.
Yeah.
And then we invited another girl into our relationship. We did that for maybe like a year and a half.
Okay.
So it wasn't until like literally almost a year ago that we did I went and did a boy, girl, and then we did a boy, girl. So just like, it's been slowly building, and along that, like we've built more trust, our communications like improved a lot, and we understand each other's boundaries and like how we're feeling, and we've gotten to a point where we feel very good and like confident in like us doing other scenes, and like I'm out doing mainstream, and we're doing our own like collabs together, doing boy, girls, and it's like, it's super exciting because like at the very beginning, like I did struggle with it, and it took a little bit for me to be like, no, like this is work.
It's a mindset shift.
Yeah, and now I'm excited. Like I like excited for him to do like collabs on his own, and like shoot some more mainstream on his own as well. So yeah, it's just been like a slow build, which I think is really helpful for us, instead of just going straight into it and
full
then
send.
Full send.
Yeah, no full sends here. No full sends here. Yeah. I love that. So I'm curious, what exactly are some of your guys' boundaries that you have set up? So for example, mine and Cookie Daddy's, when we do scenes with other people, we have like a no partner kissing boundary personally for us. What is something that you guys have that's similar or different? How do you guys set those up?
Do you want to take it or want me to?
You can take it.
So one of the rules that we have is that, I mean, it was semi-recently, but we don't help anybody offset or off camera get ready for being on camera.
Yep.
Because it's all got to be really professional. And there's some instances in porn where, like I said, everybody's just trying to go home, and that guy is just not ready to go.
Yeah.
So he might approach the girl and be like, "Hey, can you help me?" And like, to me, that's just like, you got to be ready to go, or that's just not going to be. I don't know. So I don't ask that of girls on set, and she doesn't approve of that for other guys on set.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of our rules.
Yeah. And then I don't.
So no fluffing.
Yeah, no fluffing.
No fluffing.
Everything else we're pretty cool with. For our collabs, I don't, just because I'm working so much in mainstream, I don't do any individual boy-girl collabs outside of mainstream work.
Yes.
So that's another kind of like boundary that we've been doing.
I mean, she works 5 to 7 times a week, so it's just kind of a moot point for her to be like doing any like boy-girl collabs.
Individual. Yeah. Especially if you're going to sell it on your own site for OnlyFans and you have him.
Yeah,
you're like,
exactly.
At that point, then, I don't know if you ever did like a BBG or something like that, then like maybe, but like you have a guy already, then what's kind of the point?
I'm sure you guys experience the same thing we experience, but there's a lot of guys out there, and like in real life, when you're out in public and, in the industry, that you meet, and they just because you do porn, they think that you're into like fuck everybody.
No, that happened to us in our building. Some guy, we kept trying to invite him over to like come to like hangouts, and he would never come. And then we heard through the grapevine that he thought we were having these crazy lifestyle parties all the time. And I was like, why would I not tell you, first off, before you came to my house? And then second off, that I have any interest in you whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to make friends, because
Yeah.
it's kind of like to your point where you're like, I'm just trying to make friends and I do porn at the gym, you know, just stuff like that.
That's really sad, you know, and I go through the exact same thing where I'll meet a couple guys at the bar with Isabel, and I hit it off with them really well. And the very next day, they're in her DM saying, hey, it was really nice meeting you and your dog, but no mention of me, you know, like, it's just like, that is such like a constant thing that like these guys just think that like there's this porn star and she's gonna fuck me, and it's not the case.
Yeah. Like, just because we are in the industry doesn't mean that we're in an open relationship whatsoever.
Yeah,
I mean, some people are.
Yeah.
Alien concept for some.
Yeah, like they literally can't grasp that. And that's why I was very curious as to like how you guys identify your relationship. And that's also, I think, a hard thing for a lot of people to understand when you tell them about those boundaries. That they're like, well, what do you mean you're monogamous? I'm like, I don't have relations outside of my marriage or relationship unless it's work.
Yeah.
Right? And like, work is one thing, and it definitely gets confusing, but it takes a different breed of person, in my opinion, to be able to distinguish the difference between the two.
Oh yeah, there's 100% a complete like difference between like work. Cause like, so on mainstream, like we'll be doing a scene, we cut, and I'm just like, go roll off of bed and grab my phone, like, and then it's like ready to do scene, and I'm like, okay, back to work. Like, it's just, you can tell when there's a distinct separation of work and play.
Yeah, I don't inherently want to bash it and say it's completely different, because I mean, it's so fun to do scenes, but like, it is different. It is a different, like, you know, there's a lot of nerves that go into a scene, and like a lot of like care and like how it looks. So it's not the same thing when you just like look at a girl and you're like, let's
Bang.
yeah,
Let's
you
do
know.
it.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah, I totally get that. Okay, so that is a great segue into talking about kind of your guys' natural progression of your relationship, establishing boundaries, going through Reddit and all of that. What ways has collabing benefited your guys' relationship?
Isabel mentioned it, but she, you know, in the beginning, she was pretty on edge about me hooking up with other girls, and I was super nervous about it. So like, I needed like a lot of TLC to just even be able to be ready for a scene. So in two ways it's helped. I am not as nervous anymore because we've had so much experience, and now I'm just kind of like, let's go, game on. She isn't upset or jealous about it anymore. Now, like, she literally said it a second ago, like, she's so trying to get me to like get with other girls.
Like,
it's
birdie, little fly your wings.
like looking at my calendar is exhausting sometimes, because I'm like, you know, 3 or 4 girls a week, and it's just like, and she's like hooking me up with all of these girls, and it's like, you know, it's and trying to get my career out there. So yeah, like hooking up with a lot of people has really helped out with multiple things.
Yeah, that makes sense. And what has been maybe like one hardship or drawback that you guys are still trying to like kind of work through today?
I think just like the exhaustion, like being exhausted and still being able to have fun and like get to enjoy our lives, just because I'm away all the time, and when I come home I'm super tired, or like we're gone all day, we have to go get puppy and like take care of them, and be dog parents.
I'm a workhorse, so that doesn't really affect me in the same way, but I totally understand what she's saying. The thing that really affects me is like those extra fans, you know what I mean? The guys who are a little bit like stalker-ish.
Yeah.
So
tell me more.
We've been recently dealing with a guy who's just been, you know, he pretends to be multiple people. He slips into our DMs offering money to follow him. He slips into other people we've worked with into their DMs trying to get us to follow him. He like offers money to everybody. Like, so
I've had a fan like that.
Yeah.
And it was super creepy.
Yeah.
They would keep messaging me, be like, can you message this person and ask why they blocked me? I'm like, no, what? I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
I was able to figure out who he was because I don't think he realized this, but like he, you know, every time he suggests his screen name or a screen name, he like, you know, he's on one screen name, he suggests a screen name, yada, yada, yada. So I was plugging it all into ChatGPT. And like, finally I was like, can you make an assessment of who this is? And it did.
Yeah.
He's a guy in the mainstream. And it's just
interesting,
really creepy for me to be dealing with people like that. Not only, you know, you would think it'd be a person like out there, but it's like that's a guy like kind of like me.
Yeah.
Being a little bit extra.
And you think that he's trying to get through you guys to collab, or like, what do you think the like?
His main go-to line is, I'm a very lonely guy. I'm just looking for some company. I'm like, he would have been more successful if he just shut up. And
Yeah.
like he would have probably got a scene with her.
Yeah.
But because he was weird, never gonna happen. Now he's on the
Yeah.
top of the no list.
I've had a handful of mainstream dudes that, go in my DMs, and half of them are very respectful, and they're like, hey, and they treat it like a business inquiry. Respect, love that. But when you slide in my DMs and act like you're sliding in my Tinder or a Hinge, I'm like, bro, this is not a date.
Yeah.
And I have gone off on some guys because they just caught me at a bad day. I try to be very respectful, but like sometimes I'm just like, they catch me on a bad day, and I'm like, bruh, we're not dating.
Yeah.
I'm not single. You need to respect the fact that I'm married, and he comes first, and blah, 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 all that stuff. So
That was me yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean,
Yeah.
homeboy follows my mom on Instagram.
stop. That's crazy. Okay, that's like,
when we're done off the camera, I'll show you.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that is,
That's
okay, that's
wild.
too far.
Well, and he's like lying, contacting my agent, contacting Karen, calling my agent.
Oh my
Tweeted
gosh.
out that I was on FaceTime with him yesterday. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so
It's like trying to
just
like build your clout or like ride your clout or something. I'm so confused like what the end goal is here.
he's not the only one. I mean, we deal with guys like this like all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is about us in particular, but like we just have a lot of like guys who are just a little bit extra.
Little too invested in you
Yeah.
guys.
And like, like I
I'm
said, a
allowed to
little
roll next door.
Yeah.
less is more. We're more likely to engage with people if they're chill, but like
Totally.
yeah, like if
Absolutely.
you come approach it and nice and friendly, like business oriented, like we really respect that versus like you don't need to come in and flirt with me. Like that's not no.
Yeah, like this is a business.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with personal. Like obviously, yes, you have to be a good person.
Yeah.
And respectable and all of that. I have to like you for the most part.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a business venture and it has to make sense. It has to align.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not just out here fucking everybody.
J-Mac did it well. Kieran played his card right. So all of them were really professional.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see because they've been in the industry. They
so long, so
they're yes,
successful.
and they live on. They build their careers and go bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, guys, can we just learn in the mainstream world or even in collabing, just act like I am a normal human being that you're approaching from a business standpoint and go from that.
Yeah. Please.
Yes. Please. Exclamation point. Okay, so let's get into you guys collabing separately. So we're doing a full send for Mr. Hulk into the solo space as a male porn star.
Yes.
What is going to be your name? Do you have that figured out yet?
Yeah. So we were at the bar the other day and met an interesting gentleman. He learned that we were in the industry. He said, if I was ever in the industry, I would have the name Richard Creamer. I was like, that is such a good name. Can I take that? And he's like, that's yours.
That's yours.
I just think it's so funny how like the women that go into mainstream, I'm like Isabella, like Cookie Jar,
Yeah.
like just first and last names, and then the guys are like
It's always a
Lil
parody.
Bowder,
Yeah.
Girth
Richard
Master.
Creamer.
Yeah, Girth Master. Girth Master's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ryan Driller.
Yeah.
He's just like, I bet you do.
And-
I bet you do.
Yeah, they're always like a
Pounder.
play on words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were just talking on one of my lives. Someone was like, Johnny Deep. And then I was like, oh, that's a great name. And then I looked it up and I was
So
like, how has nobody taken that name? Like,
We were just talking about another one. There's Johnny Sins. There's another Sins guy.
Ronnie Sins.
Ronnie Sins. I was joking to him. I was like, you should be Donnie Sins.
Johnny, Donnie, and Ronnie. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
Honestly, if I was
Triple
Johnny,
sin.
that would piss me off so much. But, I mean, he seems like a chill guy.
I love that. So, what is going to be like the next like step for you guys collabing separately? Do you have anything on the
Yeah.
horizon for that?
Yeah, so we're going to Miami coming up here pretty soon. And we can't name any of the productions because they're not out, they're not even shot yet.
Yeah.
But I'm shooting 3 scenes by myself. She's shooting like 14, the privilege of being a girl.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. Yeah. But I'm excited because I get to go there, do my 3 days, leave, come back and take care of the dogs while she's over there getting plugged.
I'm gonna be hurting. I'll just say that.
Yeah, maybe get one of those like ice
an ice dildo.
ice dildos. Yeah. And
Her agent said, again, not trying to give too many details away, but these guys are big.
oh,
Yeah.
Big dudes.
do some like stretching, some like relaxation, meditation,
Get
Zen.
like a yogi egg.
Yeah.
Just to like hold it.
Yeah, I know that like Angela White has shared that when she shot, I think with Dread, she like relaxed and did meditation beforehand on something, and you know, it helps prepare for a scene.
Gosh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure it'll be amazing once it comes out,
Thank
and
you.
we'll definitely be very excited to see all of the amazing work.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye out.
Super excited for him to get out there on the mainstream. He's
Yeah.
already done one, so and we're gonna have another one together, which will be really fun.
Is that
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
for
that's right. We
Mofos
haven't.
again?
No, this one's
this one's
here in
for-
California.
Oh, nice.
So we're doing it with a guy. I probably can't name his name, but we're doing it with another guy. But that's coming up.
Yeah,
That'd be exciting.
in like a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
That's
Like
awesome.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So what is your guys' kind of like shooting rituals when, you know, you're getting ready for a collab or mainstream? Like what's kind of like, what's your thing?
It's definitely developed. I think before, obviously, when we started, it was an iPhone. A lot of like POV, like, so now that we've been working with a lot more like developed people and like mainstream, like we've gotten a camera, so we have our camera set up, we have the lights. It's just, we have a videographer, so we just, it feels
She's talking about like I
set.
think just like actual like.
Well, either's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but so she's right. We have suitcases of things that we bring, lights,
Yeah.
cameras. So that's definitely one of the rituals. Is like doing the checklist of things that we need to bring just to make sure the scene looks good.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like
Personal ritual.
personal ritual, I don't know, just a little bit of
Girly thing. What do they call it? Girly time or girly things?
stuff, yeah.
Girly stuff.
hygienic stuff. Brush my
Yeah.
teeth, take a shower, just like
Just show up clean.
yeah, relaxed.
Hygiene is so important to both of us. You know, we're very sensitive, like senses and smells and stuff can like throw us off a little bit.
Totally.
But just like making sure that we come fresh and clean and like ready to like.
Yeah, before
Invite
we do
someone.
any shoots, I don't care if y'all showered like an hour ago, we're like, everybody's
We're already
showering.
showering,
Everyone's
yeah.
gonna do a little rinsey rinse.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's
Like-
so important to just take care of yourself
Mm-hmm.
and show up mentally in the best place possible. And like, I'm sure it can just snap. I mean, I've had instances where I've been snapped out of a scene because I was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've had a couple of those.
It happens. You know, it happens to the best of us.
Totally.
Too. Like,
Yeah.
it's just-
It
it's
totally
kind of part of
happens.
it.
You work
I don't
through
wanna
what
talk
you
shit.
can. Because
Yeah.
like people are humans. Everybody's got a little something, but
Yeah.
I can definitely, you know, sympathize with you guys and,
Yeah.
and be like, yep, been there, done that, and we'll run it back in a different way.
Yeah.
Well, this has been so amazing having you guys on. I'm so glad that we did this.
Thank you.
Last and final question. If you could be any cookie, what would you be?
Snickerdoodle.
Ooh, that's good.
Ooh.
I'm sticking with my sugar cookies.
Yes, I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. If anybody wanted to find you, where's the best place to?
OnlyFans, hulkandisa.
Hulkandisa. What's my Twitter?
It's New Hulk.
It's New Hulk is my Twitter. We have on Instagram for her. It's the_Isa_Bella__.
Perfect. And then you guys keep an eye out for
Richard Creamer.
Richard Creamer. Coming out.
coming up to the mainstream world. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next time.